Greetings and welcome to the Prime Directive. I'm your host, Jeffico, and my co-host is always Chris. Say hi, Chris.
Hello.
So we went to Kaminar, eh?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. That was kind of fun.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I liked how they actually spliced in some of the footage from the short trek, so if you didn't see it, then you could at least get caught up a little bit.
Yeah, we've gotten a little bit each time from the short trek. Do you think we're going to ever get that AI?
I think that's... Okay, let's just jump into this. I think that's actually what they're going for. They've been mentioning tachyons last episode and time travel this episode, and I think that that's going to have to be what that leads into.
Could be part of the sphere data.
Could be part of the sphere data.
Yeah. We started out with some Saru narration. Nice little change.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's nice, to get some different characters' perspective every once in a while. We're used to starting out with maybe the captain's log or maybe the chief engineer.
Again, not really a personal log.
Yeah, but
talking to us about
we'll
it.
Call it close enough.
Yeah. This would be like How I Met Your Mother, where it's just like the whole time he's just talking to his kids.
Mm-hmm.
And well, finally at the end of the sea, he's talking to like Guinan or something.
Mm-hmm.
She's around.
She's out there.
With the loss of your threat ganglia, the cartilage that housed it is reorganizing to accommodate a new type of keratin-based tissue. It looks like spikes growing in like teeth.
So Saru goes to sickbay and finds out that he's got some spikes that are where his little gangula was.
Yeah, he's growing something else. She's like, this looks like teeth or something. Like, I'm going,
like,
oh no.
Yeah, that doesn't seem safe. We get to see Cruz there, who's kind of adjusting to his new
He's having
body.
a rough time.
Yeah.
And I just love how unhelpful Stamets was during that whole interaction. He's just so happy. He's like, oh, you're back, and he's just having a good time. And meanwhile, the doctor, he's clearly just suffering and so unsure of what's going on. He has no idea who or what he is.
Oh, Paul, you tell him how.
Yeah, you tell him the story. Tell him the story.
Yeah.
And he's just, oh no.
His body is new, so he's got none of his scars.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's part of the reason Stamets is excited.
I wonder how long what that's done to his lifespan.
Yeah.
Like, does he have another full 100 years or so on top because his body's brand new?
Was his body even human though? Like, it's genetically similar.
It's his DNA.
But like, it came from that cocoon,
Yeah.
so he could technically be another type of life form.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what he's worried about. He's like, am I actually human? Am I even me? Or am I just something that has all the memories of Hugh Culber? Like, who/what am I? And his Stamets just does not get it.
No. But hey, at least he gets to fully remember getting killed. Like, none of us do.
Yeah.
And just revert back to where I was before.
Yeah, who knows what that does.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the Tyler walk by.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi. Yeah, really sorry about that, but I'm fine now.
Yeah, that was the other guy.
Yeah. Apparently he's not there anymore. We've separated him.
Yeah.
So lamely.
Yeah. Oh my god, Tyler just goes up to him like, oh, gotcha.
Gotcha. I was gonna do it, but just playing.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. I got you a cake. It's a picture of you on the floor and me going like this. So we got another signal right above Kaminar.
Mm-hmm.
And of course when they get there, and they used warp, which was nice.
Yeah.
It was gone.
It was gone.
Yeah. And we find out that the Baru are isolationists.
Yeah.
And they don't really have a great relationship with the Federation.
They sound cool, though.
Well, they must have seen the signal, too.
Maybe they wouldn't mind an offer to share information.
Depending on how they're approached.
Well, let's knock on the front door and see if they answer.
And then what? Just ask nicely.
Well, as unexpected guests, it never hurts to be polite.
It sounds like they're a threat a bit to the Federation. Like, the Federation's like, let's not deal with this then.
Yeah.
They don't sound friendly.
Yeah, well,
this.
I mean, the Federation's not really in the business of just rolling up and conquering territory if you don't want to talk to them.
Well, yeah, no, they've got this whole Prime Directive thing where they don't want to interfere with these societies. So what are they doing this episode?
That was great. I really like how we started off with, they kind of know about other species, so we'll just beam down and just sort of be real quiet about it. And by the end, it's like, fire photon torpedoes! Just annihilate the Powell.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was
God.
That's
There
a
was
good
a bit of
transition.
there was sort of ramped up there.
Well, you notice Saru's like, freaking out a bit, and he's like, "No, I should be going down. Don't send Burna. You know what she does to cultures."
Yeah, I wasn't sure if they were trying to go with Saru being more assertive, but he was just coming off as kind of crazy.
Yeah, well, Burnham's a bad influence on him, and he was about to mutiny.
He was gonna do it. Yeah. Pike called him out a little bit.
So they beam down, see his sister. Apparently, she's become the high priestess.
Mm-hmm.
Just pass it down to the daughter, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Daddy went off to sacrifice himself.
Yeah.
That's a shame. Could have had a whole father-son thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, Dad, I'm back. I went to that place you didn't believe in. Big information drop for the sister. Oh, yeah, there's an entire galaxy out there, lots of planets and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm. She was on point, though. She was like, that suggests there are thousands of other species out there. Like, she was picking it up pretty
More
quick.
than that. Yeah, she seemed okay with that until, they got in trouble because the watchful eye is always watching Chris.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I did actually you point this out when they were speaking in Kelpien to each other, and Burnham just flips open her communicator, and then it just becomes English. Like that's
just
nice.
Straight English. No, here's something you don't understand in English again.
Yeah, when they layer it, it's always kind of stilted.
Yeah,
I see why they don't do that usually.
I think this was the best use of it that I've seen so far.
Mm-hmm.
Ông lý xe tạc u lê giặc nào lôi bạch ánh.
Cái điều đó. Brother?
Serana.
So Burnham's a little presumptuous.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have tea on your homeworld?
That was cool though. That was nice. It's like, do humans from Earth drink tea? Yeah, we do.
Of course.
We've been known to. I like how we always just assume this food isn't poison. I guess they would know a little bit about Kelpien biology just from serving with Saru. But just be like, oh.
Feels like that was the first time she was really in his quarters in the last few episodes there.
Yeah. I feel like, oh no. Ooh, I didn't realize that was just convulsing on the floor. You guys not do cyanide? Because
it's perfectly fine with our immune system.
Yeah.
So she saw the fiery signal of the Red Angel, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't change anything.
Yeah, and she also saw Saru warping off from his shuttle.
Yeah,
If only we had some sort of directive.
Yeah, he really got her in trouble doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Way to go, Georgiou. Maybe if you just went off at impulse.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't go to work
Yeah.
in that anyway.
It's not safe. The ground starts shaking. They get back up on Discovery, and then we get an audio-only communication, which I thought was sweet and creepy.
It was super cool. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, I think these bad guys, jumping a little bit ahead, look awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're covered in oil.
Yeah.
Very familiar.
Well, no, let's just say it. They're Armus. They're the little swamp monster that killed Tasha, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty close. A little less muscle mass.
Yeah.
But I thought the actor that was doing that, and hopefully it was an actor, not CGI, is just the way his movements were just so creepy. I was like, oh, this could be a really cool race, but wait, no, they're frail and they're gonna lose.
You would be helpless without your technology.
I'll never allow the past to be repeated. No threat to the great balance will go unanswered.
You cannot maintain what you think of as peace by continuing to call us.
We did find out Tilly was actually doing something.
Yeah.
And we found out that the Buru were actually the ones that were extinct almost.
I was actually a little worried they weren't going to give Ariam any lines during that scene because Tilly was doing all the talking for the first 30 seconds or so.
Yeah.
Really, guys, come on. She's on the bridge. She deserves a couple lines. we got some.
Season 2 directive. More lines for everyone.
Yeah, but that was the big reveal that it used to be flipped, and the Baul are now just keeping the Kelpiens down, keeping them in their sort of unevolved form. Where they can't be a threat to them.
Yeah, I wrote down at that point, I'm like, wait, who's the bad guys then? Because we feel for Saru, because, his whole life, he didn't really deserve what he got.
Mm-hmm.
But then, the Baul got screwed.
Yeah, well, they're definitely acting out of fear, and, maybe that makes some sense near the beginning for them. It's just there's this species that's totally annihilating them, and you fight back at whatever cost you can, but Actually, given that start, what the Bowel chose to do wasn't so bad. Like, they'd gotten pretty close to being wiped out, and they chose to preserve the Kelpiens instead of annihilating them completely. But
until the end.
Yeah, but still, they're kind of not quite enslaving, but oppressing an entire race of people. They're not really giving them a chance.
I'm sorry. It will be over soon.
But I mean, now that again, jumping ahead here, but now that everybody's gone through Valhalla or whatever it is, they could just wipe them out. They got aggressive tendencies now.
Yeah.
They got their little
spiny guns. Yeah.
So that they could.
Who knows what else they got?
Yeah, I mean, they got more technology, sure. So, but they could wipe them out again. Pike did not leave this planet in a better position.
This was not, and you know what? The Prime Directive things, we can yell about that, but this is also Kirk era, and Kirk just rolls up and flips the table on your civilization if he doesn't like it anyways.
Pike said bend, not break.
Yeah. Oh no, they broke it. They broke it.
Yeah. Well, in Saru's position, how do you go down there and not try to free your people? And like Pike's pretty much against the wall there when it's just like, oh yeah, they're gonna genocide the entire race. Well, fire turkey goes away. But
mentioned those Bowel ships were some of the coolest ships I think we've seen in Discovery. I really liked those.
Yeah, they were okay for me. They seemed like kind of drone things where it's just like I didn't. It's because we saw the one room and that was it.
Yeah. No, I mean from the outside, like the like 10 of them that like came up on the Discovery there, and I really liked how they sort of changed their orientation. They were just massive.
I was curious like how powerful they were going to be, like if Discovery was screwed or not.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like Pike's like, oh, you don't want to do that because if we die here, then you're screwed. Not like, you don't want to do that, we've got firepower. It's like, did you read the specs on Disco?
Yeah, do you know?
Your ship might not be that great.
Yeah.
You better get Stamets in that spore drive right away.
Just start flippity flopping.
Is he even allowed to anymore?
God damn it, we're in the mirror universe again.
After that last episode, is he even allowed to spore drive anymore?
Who knows?
They didn't even say. They just like, yeah, you've been hurting us, but probably shouldn't do it anymore. You're killing another universe out there.
Yeah.
What did you think of Atlantis?
Yeah, that was immediately what occurred to me was the Stargate Atlantis.
Yeah, just coming up through the water.
And I guess the Bowel must be an aquatic species, I think.
Well, they kind of formed themselves out of that water.
Yeah, and they were living underwater there.
Yeah. I thought creature look-wise, they were just so cool. I was just like, I wish that they were a little more powerful, because then they could be a threat to the Federation. I think that'd be a cool bad guy to have.
Yeah, that was a really neat alien design.
And be like, oh, you interfered in our society? Guess what? We're going to go out into the universe and fuck shit up now.
Yeah. We're going to cause problem.
They kept even in the beginning when they left the planet, like, oh, we've upset them. We better beam back to Discovery. I'm just like, you cowards. Like, you went down there knowing what was going on. Like, you should have brought Tyler with him. Tyler would have taken care of that.
Yeah.
Tyler's gonna go snap some necks. I thought he was like such a Section 31 company man in this one.
Yeah, he was very, very into it.
He just signed on.
Well, that's why. It's the new thing. He's just really into it.
I really believe in this pyramid scheme that I'm part of now.
Yeah. You guys want to buy some knives?
Yeah. You can get you a floor discount here.
Yeah.
You're aware we're no longer at war?
And we don't want to end up in one again. This last war, sir, took a toll on those who fought it. Some of us are still torn apart.
Burnham was sure playing at Casual Friday, wearing a different outfit.
Yeah.
Jellicoe would not have allowed that on the bridge. I'm gonna need you to start wearing regulation outfits, Chris. You know, I'm just saying. Can't wear your hot pants and stuff, which,
That's a sticking point for me.
Yeah, I know. What did you think of those little, is that like their only weapon? The little drones?
It's all drones all the time. I think that kind of makes sense because we're saying the species is like physically weak and fragile, so they do everything by remote. That's kind of interesting. And yeah, they were just the drones from Insurrection, I think. Just the kind of same idea.
They looked very similar.
Yeah.
We didn't get any aggressive tendencies from Worf smashing their thing on it, but yeah, no, physically just punching them out. You know?
Yeah. Saru is strong, man.
Yeah,
he's got some grip.
Yeah, I think we were all kind of hoping that he was going to become a bit unstable.
He kind of was.
Yeah, but it wasn't in the directions I was hoping. It did look like he was an attack Pike there for a second.
Yeah.
I can assure you, Captain, I'm still very much myself.
I can only imagine the pressure you might feel to share the truth with your people about Vahari.
Are you suggesting that I might be incapable of following Starfleet regulations, or that I would disobey your orders?
Chris, final thoughts?
Final thoughts? I think Discovery's still cruising along pretty good. These episodes feel a little, more coherent. I think a little more well placed together than they did in season 1. I think the season-long arc is actually fitting together a lot better than it did in the previous season. This one sort of is allowing us to use this as sort of a framing device, and we're just sort of jumping around and telling Star Trek stories and having this Red Angel business be, sort of the catalyst for it. This episode was pretty good, and I'm still liking where Discovery's going this season too.
Yeah, for me, I kind of miss seeing transporter effects without lens flares.
There was a lot of lens flare this episode.
This is like, can't you just beam down and show us the regular transporter effect?
Yeah, what does it do?
Yeah, I thought this one was a bit of a diplomatic mess. I was like, they accelerated everybody's Valhalla, so they're all like, this is a strange thing to do to like an entire culture.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. There's the way they left this planet and how they got there. And
it was very Kirk. Is just like, well, you guys aren't very free right now, so
we're gonna give guns to this tribe now.
Yeah, we're gonna give you guys freedom. Bye.
By allowing you to become a warring species with your other species that's on that planet.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I really did enjoy a lot of this episode. I was like, I didn't have to deal with too much Burnham, which didn't hurt. I thought the enemies were great. I really digged their look, and listening to them talk is so creepy.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Yeah, that was a great effect.
I would have liked a little bit more direction for Saru. Like, I guess they'll still develop him a bit more. We'll see where else this thing might take him. But overall, I really enjoyed it.
Awesome.
Well, as always, thanks for watching.